we need to talk about an old Norwegian poem that was written around the year 900, which was during the Viking era. And it's called Hávamál, which means the word of the High One. And the High One in this case is the Scandinavian deity or god Odin. And it is sort of life advice given to you from Odin himself. And it's lots connected to how to behave in social gatherings and around people you don't know. And that is to protect you from harm. And the first verse states that when you're invited to a gathering as a guest, you should carefully study every door you open and study every room you enter carefully, because you may never know who in the room is your enemy. And therefore you should be careful and you should study the room. Verse number 6 states that when you enter a farm as a guest, you should not brag around about your knowledge and be proud of yourself and spread all your words around about everything you know. You should be careful and you should be quiet, because a wise man keeps his knowledge to himself. He doesn't speak, he doesn't brag, he observes, and he takes in the surrounding information. He doesn't show off in front of other people. And the reason for doing so is that a man has no better friend that protects him from harm than his common sense. So your common sense is your best friend, and it will protect you. And although these verses are very old, and in today's modern society, you don't expect to be backstabbed literally, but you get backstabbed by words at social gatherings. There are always people playing these games. Some people, they pretend to be your friend, but they're not your friend. They just pretend to be your friend to gather information about you that they can use against you or behind your back. And the Machiavellian style of social interaction exists today just as back then. And human beings haven't changed. We have the same DNA now as you can go all the way back to Stone Age. So 1,000 years ago is not that long. People are people. They're always the same. So I can recommend this. This is a good read, and the verses are kind of very short, and some of them are a bit hard to understand. It's you can interpret them in many ways, and some are very clear. And I think much of it rings true even today. So if you're interested in old Viking poems, you can read that.